This is Dudes Who Bet Sports.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Dudes Who Bet Sports. We are back. You've had all kinds of issues, storms, which seem to happen every day where we live, and your power was out for a while. No, your internet was out for a while.
It was the internet,
But we're back, so I think we're past it all. I hope so.
Yeah, you would think we're going to get into the drought part of the summer before long.
Yeah.
Last week we had a horrible storm on Saturday night. Could have been worse, but lots of tree damage. I didn't have any phone Sunday. You didn't have any phone Sunday.
That's right, the phone. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. We were fortunate. We never lost power.
Yeah.
A lot of people did. And then the internet was out for me. You had internet.
Mm-hmm.
And it did not get, that was on Saturday night. It did not get back fully working until Tuesday. It would come on and it worked for a while and you'd think, okay, we got it. And then boom, off it'd go. And they were doing everything they could to get it back. But anyway, it's rolling now. So it was a mess last week.
It was a mess. And we're still getting storms, but it hasn't been like terrible.
No.
So that is definitely good.
Yeah, these were just straight winds, but trees.
Yeah.
And that knocks down power lines. And then you're just at the mercy of how long it takes them to get them back up. And it was a widespread area.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, yeah. And I tell you, when you don't have a phone nowadays and you don't have internet and your internet is streaming like mine is.
Yeah.
You realize you're living in the dark ages. It's so boring.
Yeah, no phone, no internet, and like you said, nowadays no internet means no television for most people. I would say
right.
now.
That's right.
And, it's a mess.
Yeah, it's like the Amish.
Yeah, exactly.
Except we did have lights. So.
You had a car. That helps as well. Yeah.
It was Verizon that was out.
Yeah.
In the Joplin area. And so I got in the car, I got bored in the afternoon. I had to go 15 miles before I got any phone service at all. So it was out if you had a Verizon, it was out for a long way. So
crazy.
It was.
All right. Well, you've got how many days? You got a week of driver's training left, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. I've got tomorrow is the last day with the really bad ones. So if I can get through tomorrow, then should be okay the last 2 or 3 days. Friday's a half a day. So
the last time we checked up on it was not going well. We got a lot of comments. They were like, "Oh man, that's terrible."
Well, yeah.
How is it? Has it been better? I haven't heard anything, so I'm guessing it's been better.
No. The bad ones tomorrow. And I'm kind of dumb in one way of putting them all on the same day, but at least I get them over with.
Yeah.
This will be their 6th or 7th time to drive, and they can't concentrate. And if you can't concentrate, you can't drive. And that's the problem.
Yes.
They'll be going along, they'll be doing okay, and then they're looking off in the field or staring at the speedometer or whatever. It's to the point now I don't have any idea where to take them. I'm thinking about just going to a parking lot and just backing up.
Yeah.
But that's so boring. And
I know, but let me ask you this. I want 2 questions and we'll move on to the Stephen Foster. I promise we're going to get to Stephen Foster. Do you feel like as the years pass, they get worse, or has it always kind of been like this?
There's more of them.
There's more that aren't very good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And the problem I'm having is I don't promote this anymore. Like I used to go around to classes and say, hey, if you want to take this, you should.
Right.
I didn't do that this year because I didn't really want to do it.
Yeah.
And I was hoping there wouldn't be any kids. So they're too young. They think, because in Missouri, you can get your permit to drive with the licensed adult at 15.
Correct. Yeah.
Well, they don't realize to get your permit, all you have to do is pass the written part. You don't have to know how to drive.
Right.
So they think it will help them get their permit, and it won't.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to not take these kids are going to be 15 any time. That's too young.
I would agree.
They need to be 15 going on 16.
So you have 14-year-old kids?
Yes.
Oh, no, that's insane. Now
Well, not
that
all
could
of them.
explain a lot of your problems.
Well, not all of them. Not all of them. One of my bad ones is 18.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah, the three worst, only one of them is 14. The other one's 15. And then, but I do have 2 or 3 14-year-olds. And some of the bad ones in the past have been 14. And I don't usually take 14-year-olds because I have too many kids, but I didn't this year. So, once I committed to it, if I'd have told the 14-year-olds no, we wouldn't have had enough for a class.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, but it's just, yeah, it's just, and the hygiene is not good.
Oh, really?
Now, we didn't used to have that problem, but it's
Yeah.
bad.
That's not good either. You have to be in a
It's so
car.
bad.
That's
I know people don't believe me, but I carry a can of Lysol to spray after. No, it's that bad.
It's not good. Why are you still doing this?
Well, it's usually not like this.
I know.
It
It sounds like you're having. I've never heard you say that because it sounds like you got some bad ones.
Yeah, it's a bad bunch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're happy you're still here. So
Don't count your chickens yet.
The last question I was going to ask you. You said, "Hey, I'm going to get these bad ones over." Do you ever let your guard down though? I'm talking even when you have the good ones. Are you still? I would still be nervous, just nervous, sick.
They do stupid things too.
Even okay.
They want to drive too fast.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah,
because they think they're superstars,
Yeah.
and actually they're the most dangerous because they think they're so good, and they get overconfident. I had one the other day steering with 2 fingers.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Little smart aleck boy who can drive.
Ugh.
But I said, you know what? You go over and take your test steering with 2 fingers. They're going to tell you to get your ass out of the car because you
right. Yeah.
I said, I'm just going to give you a little advice. You go there and act like a little smart aleck, they're going to fail you.
Yeah.
He looks at it's just that kind of stuff you have to put up with.
Yeah, that drive me insane. I would kill somebody. Yeah. So.
Oh, those kind of and it's just The other day, this really good. He was a boy and he's a nice kid. I like him, and we're going down a country road, and he's going 65 miles an hour down a country road.
Yeah, and it just quick for people that maybe don't live in the country. That is 25 miles an hour too fast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a country road. What he means by that, if you've never been, a lot of you probably have, but if you haven't, that is a very narrow. There's no lines. It's just
narrow. It's a back road.
Yeah.
It's a back road to nowhere.
But it's bad. Yeah.
Yeah. So I let him do it for a minute, and I said, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Well, I drive this road all the time.
Oh.
I said, "You're going to kill somebody."
Yeah.
There's tractors, there's hay trucks, there's all kinds of crap that pulls out in front of you.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But that's the kind of stuff that they don't understand. And so, it's just, it does get worse every year. I don't know. It's just, they're so distracted by everything. So anyway.
Well, I think that's going to stay that way because that's society. Everybody's distracted by everything.
Absolutely.
I feel like. So.
Absolutely.
All right. Yeah. Let's get to the Stephen. What a transition.
Talk about it. It'll be here 24 hours from now, and I'm dreading it. So
what a transition to the driver's training to the Stephen Foster.
Yeah, let's talk about something fun.
Let's talk about the best race of the year. What do you say?
I agree. Yeah.
So far. It's funny, man. This race, I thought it was pretty good last year, and it had some hype last year, but usually this kind of gets forgotten, even though it's usually a pretty good race. It feels like this has kind of been like a forgotten race. Mm-hmm. Man, has it not revitalized this year? It feels a lot like the Oaklawn Handicap that used to be really good, and then it kind of went down, and now it's back after this year.
Yeah, when you told me we're doing the Stephen Foster this way, I said, what the hell are we doing that for?
Right.
And then I saw who was in it. Oh, I see.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is first of all the beauty of our new system. How we do the betting Bibles is something pops up like this. It's very easy to upload everything now, and so
Yep.
it's like, yeah, I do it, But no, I don't think this was on the schedule to do as a betting Bible. But it's like, it's too good not to do it, and everybody is so fired up about it. I don't know how many people text me last week and they're like, let's just get this week over with because the big race is coming. So
Exactly.
that's great.
You know
Well,
what?
we'll do what we always do. We'll just go through
but
them one by
first,
one.
before you
Yeah.
go any further,
Yep.
the reason is, first of all, the Triple Crown sucks. Second of all, we got superstars running in this that sometimes they don't run as 4-year-olds.
Right. Oh yeah.
And we've said this for years, and there's nothing you can do about it. But God, these stars that run after the Triple Crown and the Breeders' Cup as 3-year-olds. That's what makes this race so good, because they're going after each other again, and we love them. And it's just so, the only thing that would make it better if journalism was in here too. So
yes.
Yeah.
We definitely would.
Go ahead.
We will miss him running third in this race for sure. All right. So but you're right. One quick thing is, I swear we're going to talk about the race, but I was thinking about journalism and how most years a horse like Journalism is the only one that'll come back and run as a 4-year-old out of that group. And he's so unlucky to be born in that year, number one. And he's so unlucky that they all came back. Like Sovereignty came back, and all these horses. And it's like, are you kidding? He still can't get away from them. Anyway.
No.
All right, let's go through them one by one. I think this will be very easy. We're going to go, toss them or keep them. Willie D's, you want to keep them or toss them?
No.
Okay, we're tossing them. Wide Barrio, keep or toss?
Of course.
Okay. Sovereignty, keep or toss?
Of course. Now let's just toss him.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Baeza, keep or toss?
Oh, well, just for something to talk about, I guess we keep him.
Okay. Magnitude, keep or toss? Okay.
Oh, yeah, I think we keep him.
Forged Steel, keep or toss?
You may. I don't know. I didn't, but
I have him as a toss.
Okay.
Navajo Warrior, keep or toss?
That's fairly obvious.
That's very obvious. Now, before we just totally don't talk about the 167, I do want to say one thing. I think that's your pace in the race. So I do think the 6 and the 7 are going to be out there on the lead.
Yeah.
So they are going to play a factor.
They are.
That is the factor.
And crazy things happen. So if you like one of those, I can't hold it against you.
It's horse racing, and I can't hold it against you.
But I want to hear your logic.
Yeah, I think if you want to try to play one of those three in like second and third, just praying one of them gets that trip and maybe holds on. Yeah, but I don't think they can win.
I don't either.
And I really don't think they're going to hit the board either. Okay, let's go to the number 2 White Abarrio to kick it off. Yeah. My goodness, what a race last time on the Oakland Handicap. I thought he ran really well in the Pegasus, even though he lost off that long layoff. I thought he ran well. Thoughts on White Abarrio? I mean, can he do it again?
Well, this seems like we just did this in the Oakland Handicap.
Yeah.
And I don't think you and I didn't pick him. I didn't think he'd win. He's 7. He is an amazing horse. He's unique. I don't think he gets enough credit. I really don't. He's one of the best ever,
Well, yeah. I mean, I think the problem, I think people, they don't like the inconsistency, right? And that's the thing where so many times in his career, I'm not going to say he's been written off, but he's kind of just been, forgot about it.
Well, I want to know if some of these so-called superstars we all love so much and think they were so great, what would happen if they'd have run 26 times?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
See, that's what pisses me off about horse racing. We say Secretary's the greatest ever. Well, what do you run? 7, 8 times?
Well, I think he ran a lot. That was back in the day when they ran a lot. That's not a good example. Flightline, I think, would be the example you're looking at.
There's just a lot of them. And, this guy, he just, but the thing is, like you said, you never know when he's going to fire one.
Mm-hmm.
And concerning this race, after he just was phenomenal in the Oakland Handicap, I can't pick him
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know if he can do it 2 times in a row at 7 years old. But I didn't think he'd win that either. So
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. 11 of 26, like you said, 7-year-old horse, and I thought ran the best. Well, I'd say at least the top 4 or 5 races of his career last time out in the Oakland Handicap.
he was great.
This is a horse, and I've said it all along. It's very, very hard. Okay. I'll back up. It's a weird horse because I feel like early in his career, I had a good beat on him, and all the way up until he won that Classic, I felt like I had a really good line on this horse. And since he won the Classic, I have had a hard time getting on the right side of him at the right time. And you know, it's a weird horse that I feel like I got him right a lot, and then I've got him wrong a lot the second half of his career.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
hard to figure. He's hard to figure.
Yep.
And that, you know, there's very few horses that look like him.
Mm-hmm.
He is beautiful. You know, he's something else. He really is.
You know, I remember, I should remember because April 18th isn't that long ago, but when I was at Oakland, I was, you know, you saw Sovereignty and Journalism came through first, and like they are just incredibly looking horses.
They are.
And I've seen White Abario multiple times, and it was by far the best I've ever seen him look at Oakland.
Yeah, you said that. Yeah.
I think I may even text you. I said, hey, there's nobody who looks better than Sovereignty and Journalism, but White Abario, my God.
Yeah.
And I was with Kelly, and he was like, yeah, that is, man, does he look good? So, and that's a guy that's been around a lot more than I have.
That's right.
Obviously. So,
you know, how many 7-year-olds can compete in a quality race like that in the Pegasus? How many can do that?
Yeah, especially after his 6-year-old season, he won the Pegasus and he won another pretty weak race at Gulfstream, and then he kind of fell off.
Yeah,
he wasn't very good, and that was like the final time where I was kind of like, I think this is over.
Yeah,
and then he shows up and does that. So
yeah, he's just one of those horses that you can't believe what you're seeing. I was sitting watching that Oakland Handicap, and here he came going, and I'm not believing what I'm seeing. I just can't believe it. At 7 years old,
he kind of, when they turned for home, it was like, okay, are these two, because Sovereignty and Journalism were ahead of him, and it was like, okay, are these two going to gallop kind of away from White Abario, because he hadn't really made a move yet? And then, like, as soon as Irad asked the horse to go, that race was over. He just zoomed right by him. So
I know it. Yeah, go ahead.
I think he's in with the obvious statement I'm about to make. I think he looks really tough in this race.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. He does. You know, I'm just kind of going with, I just can't see him doing it again.
That's been his problem. Now he's been able to pair races together, but a long string he just hasn't been able to do throughout his career. And it's kind of that, okay, when's it going to fall off and dip, and then when's it going to come back? That's been the problem that I've had with him over the last 5 or 6 races. All right, let's go to the number 3 Sovereignty next. A horse that came in off of a long layoff, August 23rd to April 18th. Ran a good second in the Oakland Handicap. He did finish ahead of Journalism again, but like we said, White Abario beat him. He was on the lead, which was that is not, this horse has never been on the lead, and he just fell onto it in that race. Thoughts on Sovereignty running second off the layoff here?
Well, I mean, a couple of things. I think his best distance is 1.25 miles, don't you?
I think everybody but Jared Welch thinks that. Yes. Yeah.
Well, Jared must not be able to read statistics.
That's what I tried to tell him. But go on.
Let's see. Travers, 1.25 miles.
Right.
Belmont.
Derby.
Derby. So, but that doesn't make sense because the Oakland Handicap was 1.125 miles, and White Abario caught him.
Yeah.
So you would think if his best distance is a mile and a quarter, he could have held on. But anyway,
Right.
I think probably the ones that are going to pick Sovereignty are going to think he wasn't quite fully ready
Yes.
for that race.
Yes.
Come
And
on.
that's
And
where I'm at.
solid. That's a solid opinion.
I
Makes-
would much prefer this race be a mile and a quarter.
yeah.
I will definitely say that, but I am picking Sovereignty. I'm not going to make any bones about it. I do think running second off the layoff's really going to help. I mean, even when I was getting, looking at the Oakland handicap last night, I was like, man, I knew that his last race was the Travers, but boy, it's just like August 23rd. That is such a long time.
Yes. Yeah.
I think he's going to run a much, much better race, much, much better race in this spot. And
the odds he's going to be heavily favored, I think.
I don't know.
You
There's
don't know?
so many good horses in here. I don't know.
That's true. You're
But
right.
I really, really like Sovereignty to run a better race here.
I
Like
think
I
so.
said, a mile and an eighth, I don't think he's awful at it, but I
No, he's not.
definitely, it's the biggest concern for me is the distance, but I definitely think he can do it. And I think he's going to run better.
Yeah, I do too.
Yep.
Because that was a long layoff, and he didn't run bad.
No, he didn't.
He
No.
got beat by a super effort. I mean, just
Well,
Oh,
I also think with
incredible.
Sovereignty, I don't think he was on the lead. I just can't get. I remember when that race was unfolding, we were like, something weird's going to happen because him on the lead is not what they want to do with him.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen. There's other horses in the race now. I think that speed will also help White Barrio as well. So
That's right.
but I think Sovereignty's listen. I know he got beat by him. I just feel like Sovereignty's top end is a little better than White Barrio. So I'm going Sovereignty because I think he's gonna show up and run a lot better in the spot.
Yeah, I would pick him over White Barrio too, but I did last time. So
100%. I was wrong last time.
Know.
Yeah, exactly.
Know. Yep.
Baeza, the 4-horse. He just is one that causes his own problems a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
He's been immature. His first race for Bill Mott, I thought was same thing as all those races for sheriffs. He didn't break out of the gate. He got kind of held to it. Could have been the starter. I would listen to that argument. He spots him too many links. He gets beat. Now, part of me is like, well, okay, second race off the layoff. I do think he'll run better, which I do, but I've seen a lot of races where he just kind of does little things that, he can't quite win. What are your thoughts on Baeza?
Well, I mean, you guys quit making excuses, don't you?
I kind of feel that way. Yeah.
I mean, now he's okay. Now, he's been beat by some pretty good horses.
Mm-hmm.
Sovereignty's beat him 3 times. And
yeah.
Forever Young's not bad. So, I mean, he's been up against him. He's not been in crappy races, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, he could run a big one. He just never has.
I think this horse is going to do it eventually, and it could be Saturday. But for me, I feel like he's always overbet every race.
Yeah.
And I don't know that he's done enough to take the money that he always takes. Now, maybe he won't be because there's 3 other really good horses, but I just get the feeling he's going to be lower than he should be. And you're betting him, hoping for something that he just hasn't shown in any of his races. And I can't do it in this spot. Do I think, I'm not sitting here saying I'm going to be shocked if he wins, but I have a hard time betting him to win until he actually shows that he can beat, the top level horse.
That's what you have to do. I think I can't bet a horse that I've not seen do anything.
Yeah.
So is he good? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he's ran in some fantastic races in his career too. So
yeah. Just a question then, what should he be? He should be the 4th choice in the race, whatever that is.
No, I agree.
And I don't know. And again, sometimes you hear people and then you see the odds and you're like, people didn't bet or it was just people you were talking to, but the majority aren't with it. But it feels like to me, he's going to be bet pretty hard here. I think he's the clear 4th most likely winner of the race.
I don't think his morning line odds should, I would say 6-1,
That's yeah.
maybe even more.
I I mean, we're
He's
saying
the fourth
journalism.
choice, and the fourth choice usually 6-1 in a race like this.
Yeah, I think that's
With
about
your
where he should be.
three,
But the
yeah,
other thing is like they were saying, oh, he couldn't beat sovereignty. He also couldn't beat journalism last year either. And we're all saying, well, journalism can't beat these top horses. So I mean, it really comes down to, who has this horse beaten that's elite? He did beat Magnitude in the Pennsylvania Derby. So there's that. That's about it. He has been
yeah.
very competitive with really good horses. He just hasn't beat a lot of them. And I don't know that this is the race you want to take him. That's where I was at with Baeza.
I don't even count that Pennsylvania Derby, to be honest.
I kind of agree, but first of all, it's
Magnitude was just
parks and
rounding into form,
yes, I agree with that as well.
Of
All
course,
right,
well, let's talk about him.
yeah, let's talk about Magnitude. That's a good segue because after Magnitude did lose that Pennsylvania Derby to Baeza, he's won 3 straight. He won the Clark, he won the Razorback, and of course the Dubai World Cup last time out. So really, really impressed with this horse. Trained by our favorite trainer. What do you think about Magnitude?
Well, this is a classic Asmussen 4-year-old.
Yeah.
It's what he does.
Yep.
He is so good with these quote unquote older horses. And this one looks like it's rounding right to where he's going to have a huge summer. I have no negative.
Yeah, look, I think people are going to worry about first race back from Dubai. Listen, some do just fine and some don't, and maybe he won't, but that is what it is. The Razorback was really, really good. Obviously, the Dubai World Cup was really good. He ran really well in the Clark. I'm with you. The Pennsylvania Derby, remember, that was the race after the Travers where he just didn't show up at all. He got, he was horrible in that race.
Yeah, he was.
He ran such an improved race in the Pennsylvania Derby, but he did get beat by Baeza.
And it was coming off he got hurt.
Yep.
And you never, he won the that was Prairie, but he won the Iowa Derby. That's nothing.
Yeah.
And I mean, he coming back, and you kind of wonder if he was all out, if they were really letting him loose. Sometimes you have to wonder that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And got Ortiz on him now for 3 straight. And we know what Asmussen does with 4-year-olds.
Yeah.
He looks like he was so good over at Dubai.
Yep.
So
it's interesting because he put Ben Curtis on that horse in the Risen Star because he was like his second or third horse in the race that day.
Yeah.
And he was 43-1 and he just freaked. And so he kept Ben Curtis on. But yeah, now you switch back to Ortiz, and that's what the kind of the plan probably was.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be, I think he's in with a big shot. I have never thought he was as good as Sovereignty, so I'm not picking Magnitude to win, but I think this is a horse that I think he's going to show up and run really well. I think he'll be very tough to beat.
Well, I do too. I think it'll be a really, he may win. He might.
I'm pretty worried about him as a Sovereignty backer. Yeah. But, the big thing for me is he's kind of shown that dimension that he doesn't have to have the lead to win.
Right.
I think that's really important because you show up in this race and it's like, well, if he has to have the lead, this could be trouble because the 1, the 6, and 7 can really run. So early. So I think he's really tough.
Yeah, it's hard to pick between him and Sovereignty.
It is for sure. And by Barrio, I
know. I did the same thing in the last 2 races with White Barrio. I never gave him a chance in the Pegasus.
Yep.
And he almost won. And then the Oakland handicap just shocked me. It just totally shocked me. So you can't let him out. He just doesn't win. History says he doesn't win 2 in a row like this.
Right. Let's get to a few of the comments before we move
Okay.
on. Dennis agreeing here. The quote was always Flightline never had an off day. And he said to him, he had many off days. Look at the gaps. That's the thing. He would run, and then 6 months later, you'd see him again. And I don't think you can question his brilliance, but 6 races lifetime. And I think a lot of us talk out of both sides of our mouths. We crown this horse, oh, he's the greatest thing ever, and all this stuff, and then we complain that horses never run. And it's like, well, stop crowning horses that only run 6 times. So
Yeah.
it's interesting. I agree.
Yeah.
Well, last year's 3-year-olds finally win a big race. I'm sure you're meaning against the older horses, and that is something that's interesting. None of the 3-year-olds have come back to beat older horses yet.
Mm-hmm.
However, journalism has been the one that's really tried to do it, and he wasn't winning against the major 3-year-olds of last year.
That's right.
Baeza tried it once, and he wasn't winning either. So what I'm getting at, the real barometer is Sovereignty, and he's only tried it once, and it was off a long layoff, and he got second. I'll say this. If you see White Abario win this race, there might be something to that, right? So just keep an eye. I think this is a big barometer because you have Magnitude, you have Baeza, you have Sovereignty. Wait a second. Let's go back. Forgot about Magnitude. He did win the Dubai World Cup. He was a 3-year-old last year. So let's cancel that, actually, because he did win the Dubai World Cup. Yeah. But he beat Forever Young, by the way. So no, the theory's gone. But I do understand what you're saying. In this country, we haven't seen that happen yet. Yeah, go Knicks. Christopher Maiello, a huge Knicks fan. So congratulations.
We're going to talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, we will talk about that in a second. We'll talk about the College World Series as well. So I'll skip that one for now. 7-5 fair odds on Sovereignty. We'll see what happens there.
Bobby says 3-2. I think that's a little low.
I think I think it'll be close.
I agree with the others.
Will White Abario be the third choice probably after that Magnitude win?
I think so. Yeah. He'd have to be.
So he's got Sovereignty 3-2, Magnitude 3-1, White Abario 4-1, Baeza 6-1, and then Forge Steel 10, Navajo 12, Willie D's 15. I think that is very close.
Yeah, one of those last ones, a couple of them might be a little higher.
Yeah,
might be 20-1.
Yeah. But I think that's really good. Yep, I like it.
Me too.
Yeah, well, Forever Young hates Dubai. This is true. Still a 3-year-old winning the Dubai World Cup.
Did we ask him?
Well,
I love it when we say a horse hates a track. I mean, I'm not making fun of you, Dennis, not at all. But I do. You know, it's like I was back in the stall and he looked at me and said, I hate this damn track. Don't bring me here anymore.
I think with him,
I love it when we talk like that. I do. We all do. I'm the same way. So
I think with him, it's like, I think with any good horse, when they lose, we have to justify why they lost. And he's lost back-to-back Dubai World Cups, and they're like, yeah, he hates the track. So
I'm not making fun of you at all. Please, I'm not, because I do it too. That son of a bitch hates that track.
Yeah. He also, both years, he was coming off like otherworldly, in my opinion, performances in the Saudi Cup where he had to beat horses that were really, really good. It might be more of just that took a lot out of him. Going to Saudi, having to run your ass off, and then having to go to Dubai right after.
I would think, well, I know if it was a human race, it would screw me up to go over there.
Well, that's the other thing. Yeah.
I'd be scared shitless. So
quick news on Forever Young. He is going to run twice in the United States this year. He's coming for the Belmont, or for the to Belmont for the Jockey Club Gold Cup, and then he's going to run in the Breeders' Cup. So that's exciting that we could see him twice over here. All right, final picks. Who are you going with?
I'm going with Magnitude.
Oh, okay? You're going with Magnitude. I like it.
Now, I want to make this clear. I've never got Sovereignty right ever. So
okay, you're going with Magnitude. You got him right. You picked him in the Travers. I'm sure you did.
Yeah, I think I did that one.
Yeah. All right, you're going Magnitude. I'm going Sovereignty. So
you got Sovereignty second.
Okay. All right.
But I'm going Magnitude. Because I know what Asmussen does with 4-year-olds, but I will not be shocked if Sovereignty wins.
I like that.
And I won't be shocked if White Barrio wins either. Yes, I will. I'm going to go back on that. I will be shocked if he beats these two horses.
Really, man. See,
Yes.
I'm kind of with Patrick. I'm not leaning White Barrio, but I've got him in second. I think
I don't know why I said that either, but I just don't think he can do two in a row.
Well, that's more than fair. Let's just look at this.
Okay. Okay.
I'm going to go, hold on. I want to look the last time he put two good races in a row together. I'm not going to count the maiden and allowance. Holy Bull Florida Derby, that was two good races in a row. You got to say that, even though but he was 3 at the time.
Yeah,
all
that's good for 3-0. Yeah.
Very good. All right, I'm going to keep going. Hold on. Okay, in 2023, the Whitney and the Breeders' Cup Classic, that's two good races in a row.
Yep.
Let's see.
It's 3 years ago.
In 2025, he won the Pegasus World Cup in the Ghost Zapper, but he was 1-9 in the Ghost. I don't know that you could say he put like a giant effort together. So yeah, it's been 2023 where that Whitney Breeders' Cup Classic, which is similar to what he's going to have to do here with the Oaklawn Handicap and Stephen Foster.
If he wins this race, can we then give him the credit he's due?
I think we should. Whether he's
one of the best horses in the last 20 years.
I think we should give him that credit, whether he wins or loses.
Well, I do too, but the fact he's still running and running as well as he is.
Yeah,
he's a freak.
Agree.
You just don't see star horses do this.
I can never remember one that falls off as hard as he falls, and then not only comes back, but comes back at a high level. Yeah. Like he's not coming back and winning grade 3 races. Like,
can we put Skippy Longstocking kind of in that category too?
Yeah, but I think the difference with Skippy, I know he won the Pegasus this year, but before that and really after that, he's more of like that grade 2, grade 3 type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, he'll just come out of nowhere and win one.
Yeah.
He's always runs pretty good.
Now, he's never put 3 good ones together in a row. And the theory is the Pegasus World Cup, maybe that was really, I know he finished second. That was a good effort. So now he's got to do it 3 times in a row.
Okay. I will totally agree with you on that. But how many of them do?
Yeah, not many. But he's saying for this specific race, maybe he's agreeing with you. He doesn't think he can. Maybe he's not going to win.
Yeah, I know what he's saying. But, we get to thinking, how many of them do put 3 in a row together?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard when you're running these kind of races.
Right.
We're not talking about 10,000 claimers. We're talking about elite competition. It is damn hard. Well, Triple Crown, how many we've had? Not that many. So
right. Yeah, it's hard to win.
These races are similar to the Triple Crown races that he's got to pull off. So
I think this is it's very, very tough, very difficult. Yeah.
Dennis makes a good point too. Real good point, because he's inconsistent, the trainer, the owner, and the pedigree, which is absolutely true, but it's stupid.
Well, let's call it what it is. This game is all about breeding, and the more you're in it, the more you learn that, right?
Yeah.
So he's by race day out of an Intimishif mare, but the sire race day is not one that's getting tons of publicity, right?
No.
So that's strike 1.
Yep.
He has been trained by Safi Joseph and Rick Dutrow, 2 people that are not exactly in favor with horse racing lore. Let's just put it that way. So yes, there is a lot of it. And I agree. A lot of it is ownership, and C2 Racing. I think they're great owners, and I don't look down on them at all, but they're not one of the major ownership groups either. So there's a lot of that goes
into he was my horse.
There's a lot of politics that go into horse racing. Horse racing very much is still an old boy network when it comes to that level. I'm not talking about you and I's level. I'm talking about that high level.
Yeah.
That's a lot that goes into it. And you learn that the more you're in it as well.
That's
so
right.
I think Dennis makes a very good point
Oh,
there.
extremely good.
And Dennis knows and understands that as well. But anyway,
he
I'm
does.
going to go sovereignty. You're going magnitude.
Yep.
I wouldn't blame anybody for going wide Barrio either. I'm with
No.
you. So,
Nope.
okay. Well, let's talk sports.
Good. Where do you want to start?
Well, we're just gonna go through. It's gonna be kind of like a buffet here. Let's talk about the Knicks first.
All right.
We haven't been on since they won. Very, very deserving. Obviously, but they proved to be the best team the whole series. And the Knicks get it done. And I don't know about you. I'm not really a New York sports fan.
No.
I thought that was really cool, though.
Yes, and
I really enjoyed the fact that they won it. I thought it was cool.
You know, I knew it'd been a while since they won, but I didn't realize they hadn't won since 1973.
Yeah, I didn't either.
You know, there won't be any soccer, Patrick, unless Aaron's going to talk about it.
I'm not, no. But yeah.
Yeah, it was incredible. And I don't want to take anything away from the Knicks because they were great. And you talk about clutch.
Oh, yeah.
Brunson was incredible. But there are other players. I can't even think. Agnew, Obi, or whatever his name is. He was fantastic.
Yeah.
Again, I'm giving them all their props. They were great. San Antonio choked.
Yeah. I don't know if they choked or they. I don't know. I think you're right. Yeah. I'll go with that.
It's the worst coaching I've ever seen.
That was a big part of it. Yep.
I would have fired him, and I'm not against coaches. I was a coach. That was malpractice.
Yeah,
that was pitiful.
Horrifically coached team. Yes.
Sit there and let them blow that lead. You know, they win that. What was that, game 4? They're coming home 2-2. They may win the whole thing. 20, 26, 27, 29-point lead, and you don't call timeouts. You just let that just slip away, and they're just shooting. And you made the comment, and I agree with you, you know, NBA coaches, they don't – a few of them have control, but not a whole lot.
No, they're babysitters.
Yeah, and especially when you're as young as the Spurs coach is. You got to call timeouts. You got to tell them, quit shooting those threes.
Right.
They come out the second half, they have 8 straight possessions where they're shooting threes and running no clock off at all. And I know they were hot in the first half, but when you keep missing, you got to go somewhere else. And then you've got the greatest player that ever played, which that's a bunch of shit. And you don't use him.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Well, I had a long discussion with Patrick from Mad Dog Radio about Wemby because I said, Patrick, I don't watch NBA.
Yeah.
I said, I watched the finals. I watched a little bit of the Western finals. Like, that guy's what is happening? That guy's he's not that good.
He really isn't.
And he made a good point. He said, I don't think he's coached very well either. He goes, the guy is a massive human being. And he said, he's out there jacking up jump shots and 3-pointers. He goes, when they're going in, it's great. And when he's missing, he goes, get him on the block and get him some easier shots to build the confidence back up.
Right.
And then he's like, I don't think he's getting much help.
No, I don't either.
Bench. And he's like, you didn't watch a lot of this season. The shots came a lot easier to him. They don't play defense in the regular season. He said he got D'd up in that last series, especially. He said, and instead of basketball 101, get the big guy to the block, get some easy baskets. They never did it.
They never do.
And he's like, he said he didn't have a great finals, but he's a lot better than that.
Well, so, I think he is too.
Yeah.
But he's got to earn it. And I'm not blaming him. The role players that beat the Thunder, they didn't play that well, mainly because the Knicks were not afraid of Wemby.
Yep.
Now, you might say malpractice coaching with the Thunder too, because they were scared to death of him. They didn't take it at him.
Again, I don't think these teams, I don't really think they're coached. Like I watch, like even the Knicks, and I mean, I know they won, and it's like, he's not going to.
Well, he's been around a while, so they may listen to him a little more, maybe.
I can't imagine why.
Well, probably not.
But maybe, yeah. I just
But-
don't think those guys really take to
Yeah.
coaching.
I mean, the Knicks got on a roll, like teams like one we're going to talk about here in a minute, and they
Yeah.
just, they needed three and they hit them. Every time they needed a big three, they hit it.
Yep.
And they just got to rolling. And Brunson's a dog. There's no doubt about it. He
Oh,
is
yeah.
a dog. He is so tough, and he's got guts, and he's just a great player.
Mhm.
And it was just, I couldn't believe they won. I mean, even after they won those first two games, I still thought San Antonio would get them, but you got to give them credit.
Well, I think San Antonio was getting ready to turn that. Well, obviously, was getting ready to turn that thing totally in their favor until they blew that game. They blew Game 4.
Yeah,
that was it. Like they weren't coming back after that.
They weren't going to win Game 5.
No,
they just weren't. So it was, and it's the Knicks are one of these teams. I don't think they'll repeat next year. I can't see. I bet they won't be favored to repeat.
I wouldn't think they're going to be favored. No.
But it was I didn't realize, because I don't watch New York much sports. I didn't realize how rabid they are about the Knicks.
Oh, that's a basketball town.
Yeah, I didn't realize how rabid they are. It was cool.
I will say this, and I people feel certain ways about celebrities and whatnot, but those two games in New York, that was a scene. I mean, those celebrities or like here, you're going to inbound the ball, and here's like 5 A-list celebrities.
They were everywhere, weren't they?
It was like, it's crazy. It's like every camera shot, they were there, and it's like, man, this is wild,
Yeah.
And I know people feel a certain way about Taylor Swift, but her and those people that were actually Knicks fans, and then she was with them, watching them go nuts during that, that was just like they were losing their minds.
It was.
I know it was just like, man, that is so cool. It was.
And
I don't know. It's just fun to see that those people were so swept up in it, like normal people.
Yeah. Well, a lot of them, like Fallon, he's a Knicks fan.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people are. A lot of them are, like, Larry David's there a lot.
He's a fan. Seinfeld is
Seinfeld's there a lot, and Chris Rock, and of course Spike Lee, and those guys. They go a lot.
Yeah. Stephen.
Some of them were definitely there because it was the finals.
It
and
was
they wanted to be seen.
Place to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stephen A. Smith's a huge Knicks fan.
Yes. Yeah.
And there's others I'm forgetting, but yeah, it was amazing. and the other thing, I just can't get over the ticket prices.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Crazy.
And some of those people didn't look like they were rich. And I don't know how in the world could you pay for a ticket?
I don't know.
You'll be paying on that. It's like a student loan.
I know. It was one of those things. I got swept up in those New York games. It was just neat. I don't know. It felt bigger than a sporting event. It was really cool.
It was a great finals. And
it was. Yeah. Even though the last 5 games, it was really good.
No, it was good. And so it would have been cool to have a game 6 in New York as a closeout game. Would that not have been something?
My theory on it was they better win game 5. I felt they played so much better in San Antonio than they did at home. And
really
the pressure was just immense,
Yes, it was.
And they just looked a little tight when they were playing at home. So anyway.
I totally agree with Patrick. That kind of money for a ticket to a game when you watch it on TV.
Yeah.
And I would never do it. Because here's the thing. If you'll recall back in the Stanley Cup when the Blues were winning, we always said we'd go. Well, it was game 6, closeout game at home.
Yep.
Tickets, they weren't near that price. 1,000, 800.
Yeah, 1,500, 1,000, around in there. Yeah.
So we thought about it, and then common sense prevailed because you pay that kind of money and they lose.
Yeah.
Which they did. It was a horrible game. They got blown out, which we've seen them do a lot of times. Then you're thinking to yourself, what did I just do?
Right. You drop, say, $3,000 for 2
3
tickets.
grand. They get the shit beat out of them like you knew they would.
Yeah.
And then what do they do? Then they come back in Boston and went on the road, which is
Well,
our fans. That's what happens if you're a Blues fan.
those tickets were like 2-3 grand, and you'd also, you're if you're going up there to watch that, you're dropping almost $10,000 by the time the flights and the hotels.
Yeah. And then if they lose, I don't care if you paid $50 for the ticket. If they lose, you still feel terrible.
Yeah.
So why do you want to do that? There's no way I would have paid that. Well, I don't have that kind of money, but some of those people didn't have that kind of money either.
Well, I mean, that's a good segue to the hockey, and for me, it's the same kind of situation for Vegas. I really, really wanted to go to Game 4 or Game 6, but the tickets were too high, and it was just that, man. It's just I got to fly out there. I've got to get the hotel, and it's just like I can't. It's not that I can't. It's just I don't want to do.
You can't justify it.
No, and that with Vegas, it's my second team, so it's like it's even like and I didn't do it, thank God, because they lost Game 4 and Game 6. So that worked out. But
the hockey was good. It was really good too. The first first 4 games were absolute incredible games. Yeah, and then the best team finally, Vegas ran out of gas.
People have told me, "Oh man, sorry about it." I was like, honestly, it didn't bother me a bit because through 4 games, I felt pretty good. And watching that Game 5, I was like, we are not the best team in this series. And you watch Game 6, you felt the same way. It's like, look, I don't think there's anything Vegas could have done. That Carolina team, when they get to their game and they play their style, you're not going to beat them. And I mean, you're going 18 minutes without a shot in these games. It's like, that you're not the best team, and there's nothing they could have done.
Did that to everybody. Yeah, they did it to everybody. They just shut them down, and it took them a while. I think Vegas wore out. I really do. I think they.
No, 1,000%. They, as that series went on, Carolina beat them physically. Yeah, just murdered them, and Vegas got a couple of guys hurt. And Carlson getting hurt killed them. I mean, but
you got to stay healthy, and
that's the thing that I kept telling people when those Avalanche players were hurt. I was like, this is what it is, though. This is the playoffs. That's going to happen. And so when Carlson goes out, Vegas fans are like, oh, what bad luck. I was like, no, that's what happens. It takes its toll, and that's the playoffs. And the Carolina was just the bullies. And I say that in a good way. They could just get after you. They had so much size, and I think Vegas was able to kind of bully around Colorado because Vegas was bigger, and then Vegas got bullied because they weren't as big as Carolina.
Well, Vegas had a couple of tough series, and that may have got to them too.
For sure, yeah.
And Carolina was fresh. They didn't have much of it. Their series didn't go very long. Their previous ones. And so anyway, the whole playoff thing was pretty good this year. Excellent.
It was great. It was definitely great. And now, Vegas is pivoting, and they did not bring back Tortorella. They are going to go with their AHL coach. So it's very interesting. He's been there since day one, and they've been kind of grooming him to be the next coach since day one.
That's wow.
It is the exact opposite of what they always do.
Yeah.
But they said in the press conference.
Go ahead.
They said in the press conference, Kelly McCrimmon, who runs the whole thing, said, we told him day one he's going to be the coach here. We've always loved him. He just needed a lot of experience, and it's time for him to take over. So.
Do you think they felt like they can't control Tortorella and they 100%. Don't want to mess with him, and they probably going to end up firing him anyway?
He was starting to already become who we know him to be. When he first got there, he was Mr. Nice Guy. Yeah. And by the time he was over, he was, saying things to reporters. And being himself. And look, I like that. I don't have anything, but they knew. And it's like I said to Patrick, I said, look, they know what's going to happen because it happens everywhere the guy goes. He goes someplace, he immediately makes them a lot better. Yeah. and it slowly goes away.
He's
And
not
by the
long
time you
term.
fire him, it's all in disarray. They skipped that part
they did.
because they know what's going to happen.
They do. They
So-
do. And you got to give him credit. And so, yeah, he's got a short shelf life
Mhm.
and no shelf life in today's players. They can't
They can't handle it.
this. Huh.
So look
And
for
it's
him.
like you go back to the NBA.
Yep.
You can coach them some, but you can't coach them hard.
You can't.
No.
No, you cannot.
They
No.
just won't do it. So
Nope. You're wasting your time.
Yep. For sure.
Okay. One little hockey thing, and then we're gonna talk about the College World Series for a second, but a little hockey thing that's actually a huge thing. Brady Tkachuk going to Florida. So he will now play with his brother. Of course, Florida won the last 2 Stanley Cups before this year. Everybody got hurt. They missed the playoffs. They're going to be rested. They're going to be ready. Now they have Brady Tkachuk. So that's pretty good.
Yep.
Pretty
I would think so.
Pretty good offseason move there for them.
No doubt.
I thought it was a very odd return for Ottawa. They get 3 first-round picks and a second-round pick, but 2 of those picks are in 2029 and 2030. So that
Very strange.
means nothing.
Because this is a team that's good, and you make a trade like that when you're not any good.
So the skepticism now, or what people are thinking now, they're going to take those 2 recent picks that they got, the picks coming up this year, and trade them before this draft for an actual player.
Okay.
And so they're going to get a good
sense.
player, they hope, and then they have those 2 future picks. And a lot of people think, well, they pushed those out because they're thinking maybe by 29 and 30, that Florida team's not going to be as good as they are now, and they'll be higher picks.
Yeah, that could be.
So I think the whole key to that is, who are they going to get now with the 2 picks they got that are current. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah, that's probably. It also makes you wonder, were they not that high on him? I thought he was kind of the guts of the team.
I think it's going to be a massive mistake by them, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I don't like that move at all for them.
Makes you wonder.
I think Florida is gonna be really, really good. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, I do too. Yeah.
College World Series. We'll talk about that quickly, and then anything you want to, we'll cover that as well. Mackie said, "As though you get it done tonight." I told you yesterday I thought they needed to win.
I did too.
Yesterday. I'm not as confident tonight.
No, the thing is, we talked about this. They've come out, for those of you that don't follow it, and I don't blame you. I haven't either, and I'm an OU fan.
Right.
I never watched the pitch all year long.
No,
because baseball bores me to tears. But when your team's in the College World Series, you start watching, or your school that you support.
yes.
Anyway, when you get on a roll like this, they came out of nowhere. They barely made the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Barely.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, a lot of them didn't think they would. I think the only reason they did, they were in the SEC, so they made it.
They finished 11th in the SEC.
Right.
Yeah.
And they went 16-20 in the second part of the season. They were 32-22 going into it.
Yeah.
They sent them to Atlanta to play Tech, with Georgia Tech, which was the number 2 seed overall. And they won. Then they had to play Kansas, and we're not talking basketball.
Right.
I had no fear of that one.
No.
And they killed them.
They showed us why we had no fear of Kansas.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then they go to Omaha, and they're in a bracket with Texas, Georgia, and Alabama. And the other bracket is nothing.
Yeah.
Except North Carolina, which is good. So they had a tough draw.
Yep.
And they had to beat Georgia twice, and they did. And it's just unbelievable. So you're just waiting. And then the first game of the championship series with Carolina, they killed them.
Mm-hmm.
And they started out yesterday, looked like they were going to do it again.
Yeah.
And then the wheels fell off and was at the end of the run. You see this a lot.
I worry. And I saw it with the Golden Knights, who were not as improbable as this. This is improbable to the highest degree, but it's the same thing. The Golden Knights got on that amazing run where they won the last 2 against Anaheim, and then they swept Colorado, and then they win the first game in Carolina. When they lost that second game, it was almost like some of that old stuff that you'd seen all year
Mhm.
that frustrated you, it left, and then it just came back
Yeah.
immediately. And I felt like that with Oklahoma. It's like you go on this magical run and you're just playing and you just don't think you're ever going to lose. And then you lose. And then I just wonder if it's like, oh, here's this old feeling of how we lost all these games and it comes back. You know what I mean?
know. Because what happened, they've gotten on this tremendous run where they're just knocking the cover off the ball.
Yeah.
Before that, when they weren't winning, they couldn't hit.
Right.
And yesterday, after the first inning, they
Couldn't
looked
hit.
like their old selves.
Mm-hmm.
So can you get that back today? And oh yeah, they got their third pitcher going today, which probably Carolina does too.
Yeah.
But OU's starting 3 freshmen pitchers that came on towards the end of the season. I don't like having to win a knockout game with a freshman pitcher that hasn't pitched very many innings. So I don't like their chances today.
I don't either. I think they're in big trouble.
I do too. And then, because of this run and they won the first game, it's going to end up being a disappointment if they don't win the national championship because they had a shot and 2 chances to do it. And they're going to go down now instead of this unbelievable run. Everybody's going, well, shit, they should have won the national championship,
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's sports. That's the way it is. But
oh, trust me. I mean, I just dealt with this, and it's like you go into the Colorado series as a Golden Knights fan, and you're like, well, I mean, this will probably end in like 5 games.
Yeah.
You're talking about for Colorado, and you're like, but hey, they did this is really good that they got here, but they're not as good as them.
Yeah.
And then they beat them, and you're like, this is the most amazing thing ever. And then they lose, and you're like, well, what a disappointment. They didn't win the cup this year.
Yeah,
like,
you don't remember.
You shouldn't have been there even, really.
Yeah, you don't remember the 4-game sweep.
I know.
Of Colorado. So
yeah,
I hope they win. I've enjoyed watching them, but
Mhm.
a lot of good stories there that you never know about until they make the World Series.
Right. Yeah, you never would have heard of
ESPN's got to come up with stuff.
Yeah.
And I hope they win. I don't have a lot of confidence in them because I've just been waiting for them to lose. So, yeah, Mackey says the Glauber kid, goes that's how you pronounce it. He's unbelievable.
So
He pitched 5 innings yesterday, which I thought was odd that they didn't take him out.
they were talking about that, and they said, well, how do you manage this? And they're like, well, you have to win.
Yeah,
So
you did. You have to win one to get to the other.
they're
But
thinking
I
he
can't
could
see
only
him.
pitch very, very light.
Yeah, I wouldn't think he could pitch too long. But you know what? You got all season to get rest. So I would say if they're ahead 3-2 in the 6th inning, he's coming in.
I would not be shocked. Yeah.
So this isn't Major League Baseball we're dealing with here. So
No, not at all. All right. Do you have
more.
anything before we get out
I
of here?
do, unless you're rushed.
I'm not. Nope.
Okay.
No rush.
I think we need to talk about the Texas Tech quarterback mess.
Oh yeah. Let's talk about Sorsby. It's crazy.
Okay. So he admits he gambled he spent over $90,000 gambling. He bet on 40 Texas Tech games.
Yeah.
So the NCAA, who has no power now, declares him ineligible. He lawyers up, goes to court, and the court said he should be allowed to play.
Right.
Now, what is going on? If any of you guys bet on Texas Tech, now remember, a lot of people don't, all you guys in the chat will know.
Right.
They think you just bet on who wins or loses.
Right. Yeah.
They don't realize you're betting point spreads.
Yeah. Well, you're betting how many passes will this guy complete today?
Yeah, there's
how many
lots of
yards, touch. I mean, every
But
aspect of the game is bettable.
Point spreads. The majority of us are betting point spreads.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, let's say they are 10-point favorites. Okay. And you bet them to win by 10 or more.
Yep.
And there's 1:50 left in the game, and they got the ball on their 20-yard line. And he bet under the spread. Okay. He's the quarterback. What's keeping him from fumbling the damn ball on purpose?
Oh, nothing is keeping.
And then the other team goes down, takes them 50 seconds to go score. Okay, now the spread is 3.
Yeah.
Tech gets the onside kick, runs out the clock, and they win, you just lost your ass because he threw the game.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
And a court says he deserved another. Well, Texas Tech did too. Oh, he deserves another chance. He admit, I hate Texas Tech. I've always hated Texas Tech. They're scumbags, and they've tried to buy their way into national championships and all that. It doesn't work.
No.
But the audacity of them wanting him back. What is going on? You tell that kid to hit the road. You can't have this.
Yeah. The biggest problem, and we all knew this, but it's out in the open more than ever after this.
Yeah.
The NCAA is completely worthless.
They tried though.
No, I get that. But what I'm saying is I'm not saying like,
you're
I know
not
I've called
blaming
the
them.
NCAA worthless a lot. What I'm saying is like, they're worthless in the fact that they have no power. None.
Right.
None. Because the cat's out of the bag. These guys know,
Yeah.
I don't like this ruling. I'll just go to court, and a local judge will hear it. And the local judge is probably an OU fan or probably a Texas Tech fan or an Ole Miss fan. And they'll rule for me and I'll be good. How this has started is when the NCAA denies you eligibility, you just go to your local courts and they give you eligibility. Right.
Exactly. Yep.
And so that's happened with OU players and the players all around the country. But to this level, it really shows you the NCAA can do absolutely
they're powerless.
Nothing.
And that's why we have the portal and all that stuff.
Yes, the NCAA is worthless, and they've been worthless for 100 years, and now they're worthless and they're powerless.
Yeah.
So it's pretty crazy.
We're heading for a commissioner or something for college sport. I mean, it's going to be pro. It's going to be set up like pros.
It has to be.
It's going to have to be. And it's awful. And then when a lot of schools were saying, we're not playing Texas Tech.
Yes. Yeah.
We're not scheduling. And a lot of them flat out said, we're not scheduling them in anything.
Yes. Yep.
I love that.
And that's ultimately, I think that stuff is why he decided to go pro. Because I say decided to go pro. That I think at that point they were like, okay, we can't. We have. And
again, he'll get drafted.
Yes,
because the pros, they don't care. Now it'll be interesting to see where he goes, because I don't think a franchise that has some credibility will take him. You look at the Rams; they're not going to take him.
Well,
the 49ers.
The problem is like with gambling, like that is a problem that's going to go, obviously is going to be there and very present, even more present in the NFL. So it's like, it's not like he did something like he cheated on a test or so, academic, which I don't even think they go to class, but this is like, to me, I don't think the NFL should let him either.
No, I don't either. Yeah. But it doesn't, somebody like Cleveland would take him.
Yeah.
It'll be like a rogue organ, somebody that doesn't win, like the Raiders.
Yeah.
Somebody like that. You're not going to see him. Well, Dallas might take him. You're not going to see him going like the Chiefs. They wouldn't mess with that, I don't think.
Chiefs might.
No, they wouldn't.
I don't know. They've got a lot of
the Steelers wouldn't do it.
No.
The Packers wouldn't do it, I don't think.
No. Here's the other thing, and what's kind of I don't know, getting lost. I've heard people say it, but it's like this guy isn't any good. Like that's the other thing about it. Like this is not like the top tier quarterback in college football. This is not a guy that.
No.
If this guy came to your university, you'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
He's not.
He played well last year, but
until they got to where they needed him, until they got against actual players, then he didn't do anything.
You're right, Dennis. I forgot the Cardinals. Cardinals would take him. Arizona would take him.
Yeah. Okay.
That's kind of
But
working.
the thing about it is, like, I don't think this guy's a top.
No,
No.
no.
I know
But
he's going into the supplemental draft, but I don't think he's like a 5th or 6th round guy in the regular draft.
And he couldn't go back to a college. He couldn't.
No.
He just couldn't. But the fact that Texas Tech was willing to take, and I know, it's an addiction and all that, and he's deserved a second chance. Sometimes, okay, get some counseling, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But you're cheating in sports with this money that's being bet. No, you don't get a second chance to play sports again.
No.
You
Well, and okay, I do get the addiction part of it. I think I've seen that up close and personal with people that we've had over the years, just to be quite honest. However, you don't go to like he pretty a big problem I have with it. He didn't go to I mean, yeah, they say he went to rehab and all this. He didn't do shit. He just did something real quick to say, look, I did this.
Yeah.
He did not go to rehab, not real rehab. He didn't work on this. If it's an addiction and he truly is addicted, he still is. Like it didn't do anything to solve anything.
No. And if you're an alcoholic, you're an alcoholic for life. You don't.
Yeah. And if you're an alcoholic, you don't go to rehab for a couple weeks and say, well, I'm cured.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's bullshit. So,
and so it's, I don't know. And you get to wondering how often is this going on?
Okay. So that's the other aspect I was getting ready to say. If you are betting on sports, you got to think this is happening a lot.
I think so.
Because how many, there's been pitchers that got caught, last year and got suspended. And again, the bet was as easy as the first pitch the pitcher will throw will be a ball or a strike. Well, the pitcher just threw it in the dirt.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? It's not when every aspect of the game is getting bet on. You don't have to throw the game. You have to throw one pitch, and now you're making money for people. And so you got to keep that in mind. It's not just who wins and loses these games. So,
yeah, but if you're betting on who's a ball or strike first pitch, you deserve to get beat. Anyways, let's go.
Fair enough.
If you're that sick, you're addicted too. But
fair enough.
Yeah, but and one more point, and this will cause arguments too, but I don't care. This is why Pete Rose cannot be allowed to be in the Hall of Fame.
Well, yeah.
You just can't have gambling in sports.
Right.
And does he deserve it on his baseball merits? He sure does. One of the greatest ever. But that is in every clubhouse in baseball. You cannot do that.
No.
And he put himself above the rules.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got to applaud baseball for keeping him out.
Mm-hmm.
They've not bowed down. Not yet. I mean, our society is crumbling so badly that there's no morals anywhere. Mm-hmm. I fully expect him to be in the Hall of Fame before long.
Oh, I think so. Yeah, I think so.
And to me, they won't let Barry Bonds in. They won't let Roger Clemens in.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't gambling on baseball. They were taking steroids, which, by the way, weren't illegal at that time.
Right. Yeah, exactly. No. Yeah, I agree with you. Patrick says, remember a couple years ago, I mentioned the gambling thing to you guys and you got mad at me. It's coming to the surface now. I don't remember that. Refresh
it, Patrick, but if I did, I'm sorry.
Well, I may not be because I don't know what it was. So I'm not.
Well, I
don't remember what you said.
I may have said that.
Refresh our memories on what you said, and then we'll.
Well, I will say this. There's so many things going on I never thought I'd ever see in this country, and so I might have been naive enough to say, "Oh, don't worry about that." I might have.
I can't imagine me saying, "Oh, I don't."
I can't imagine you
me saying it's already happening that people are throwing games and stuff like that.
I can't imagine you saying it.
No, because I've thought for years, NBA especially, I've thought for years is fixed. So I don't, but I don't know. I may have. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what you're referring to, but let us know.
Yeah, I mean, heck, I might have said it. I can't remember all this stuff. I'm blown away every day by something happens. So
it's about pro football.
Okay.
I don't remember what you said. So
I'm not disagreeing that we said it either, Patrick. I don't really remember it either, but We sure
yeah,
could have.
again, I need the context of what you said before I
We
agree
sure
or
could have.
disagree with
I'll say
anything.
that.
So
But I don't think Aaron would. But I was naive enough. Aaron's in the sports betting business a lot more than me. But Dennis is saying, seeing the people from other countries coming into the U.S. and mind blown by our food, I guess. And then Boston ran out of beer because Scotland drank all the beer up in Boston.
that is amazing. I will say this, and we're not, I know people don't want to talk about soccer. We won't talk about like breaking down the games or anything, but I do love the how, the countries are traveling like this.
Well,
and
I'll
how,
mention real quick. Got a buddy that was in Kansas City this weekend, and Ecuador was playing Caraco, who I didn't even know that was a country. And so they were driving down the road, and here comes this red lights everywhere and a big motorcade and two buses, and that was the Ecuador soccer team. And then the Caraco team came by. But anyway, the next day they went to the mall or something, and they got soccer jerseys all over the malls in Kansas City and he said everywhere you went, you saw people from Ecuador. He said, I think the whole country was here. So we don't realize how big it is in those other countries.
Oh, I know. I mean, I think we are realizing it now. You just see it out. It is wild.
Yeah.
These people,
they're selling out everywhere. And, but I don't have any interest in it, but
Yep. This is interesting. Curtis says, that's why I think horse racing, a trainer should only be able to have one horse in any given race. Otherwise, the temptation to manipulate a race is there. I don't necessarily disagree with that.
I don't either. I
think that makes sense. I think the big problem that like horse people that fill the races would tell you is if we don't allow that, then we're going to have shorter fields and worse betting.
First thing I thought of.
Yeah. And that's the problem. Like, okay, let's just take the race we talked about. There's 3 from Saffie Joseph in there. Well, if he can only have 1, the field shrinks to 5 instead of 7. And and Bill Mott has 2 in. So the field's going to be 4 instead of 7. So
that's true. That's the first thing I thought of too. The fields would be smaller.
Yeah.
It is an advantage when you think about it for trainers that have a bunch of horses in their stable. Yeah. That they can waste one.
But I think his point is valid.
I do too.
But I just don't know how realistic it is but I almost wish it'd be a thing because I don't like it either.
No.
And I know Dennis for years has been screaming about it too. And I don't think it's wrong. I don't disagree.
Yeah. Some trainers, they don't have enough horses to be able to put 2 in a race.
Right.
So they're at a disadvantage against an Asmussen, against a Baffert, or somebody's got a huge stable. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. I think overall, I just hate that the horses aren't more spread out. There's a lot of people out there that could do a good job if they got horses. And it's everybody just sends them to the same 4 or 5 people. And it just, it's annoying. But
I know.
It's what it is. Okay. Anything else before we get out of here?
No, I think we covered it when we didn't know whether we had anything to talk about.
Yes, for sure. For sure. I knew we could.
We're in the downtime.
I got one last thing.
All right.
So the Starbucks that I go to, there's a inn right by it, right?
Yeah.
And I always see like local college teams. It seems like they all stay right there, right?
Yeah.
When they're playing in Joplin or in Pittsburgh, Kansas, they all stay there. I saw a college that I had never heard of. I Googled it while I was in line.
Okay.
And I still never knew this existed.
Okay.
Alfred State.
It's in New York.
It is. It's in Alfred, New York. Why are they here?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. I thought you might know.
Where would they have been?
I don't know. It's the Alfred State Pioneers. Now, it wasn't a big bus. It was like a van.
Where would they?
Usually, like, I'll know every team that's there because it's teams that around here.
Around this area. Yeah.
Alfred State.
There are no college events anywhere on sports. I don't think.
It's in the summer. So I don't know.
Maybe they were taking it just to school. I don't know.
There were probably it was a van that could probably seat like 8 kids, I'd say.
Oh,
6 or
I
8.
haven't got a clue.
I was shocked.
And it's a tiny place.
Yeah, Alfred State Pioneers. It's in Western New York. It's like south of Buffalo. It's south of Syracuse, really, and Buffalo both.
Well, I think they're like Division III or maybe NAIA or something.
It's a
I don't
SUNY
know
school.
unless there was like it's a what?
It's a SUNY school, state of New York school.
Okay. I don't know if they were just like maybe.
I would say most of those schools are D3, so I'd say they're D3.
It could be a bus of students that went on a trip or something.
That's what I was thinking.
And
also, it's like they may be here because they're stopping. Like they're not.
Yeah, they stopped
and
and
doing
dropped.
something. They're stopping.
Yeah,
on
they
the way.
stopped on the way. Yeah.
It's
That's
crazy.
interesting. Maybe they were driving down Route 66.
Okay, that's the next thing I was going to say. Amongst this Alfred State van was probably 50 old Route 66 cars that were driving down Route 66, and they had stopped there, obviously.
For those of you who don't know that, Route 66 comes right through Joplin.
Yeah.
And it's what are they calling it? It's the Great American, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But everybody's taking Route 66, and they've got old vintage cars and souped up pickups and stuff. And they're all over Joplin.
Everywhere. And like I said, there were probably 50 of them. I mean, it was crazy. They were starting to head out. People were starting to come get in them as I was getting coffee.
I haven't done a lot of research on it, but I think you can Route 66 goes from Chicago to Santa Monica, California, and I think you can kind of join up the parade anywhere. Like if they come through Joplin, you got an old car, you can get in and drive as far as you want to go on Route 66. So.
Right. And it's a thing because it's 250, and all that stuff. But yeah, it was very, very cool to see that. There was a ton you said you'd seen them out driving, and I'm telling you, there's a ton of them over there at La Quinta Inn. So it's crazy.
It's unbelievable how many I've seen. Unbelievable. So yeah, it's a big deal.
All right. So try to figure out what's going on at Alfred State, and then go.
That's a good one.
I'll say this: if you're by Route 66, it's probably. I mean, it was kind of cool seeing all of them.
There's cars. Still a lot of the old buildings, like old gas stations and the little motels. Which back in those days they had cabins. Yeah, there's still some of those standing. A lot. We've got a lot of Route 66 old pieces of the road around us.
Yeah, Well, the place where we go eat pizza is
that's Route 66.
It's a stop on Route 66, like it's known for that.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's around for sure.
Yep.
All righty. Well, we're gonna get out of here. I don't have anything else. If you don't,
well, Dilly Dagger says he'll be at the game tonight. Go Sooners!
Be at the game. All right, I love that. That's great.
Have fun. Hope they get you the win.
Shout out to Pedlo. He's going to be at the game tonight as well.
Oh yeah. He probably rode up on the plane with Stoops and all these other big time buddies.
I wouldn't be shocked. I would not be shocked. That's what's crazy. You laugh, but
no, I believe it too.
I bet he went on some kind of plane with somebody.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was them.
Yeah. He's something else.
Oh, the man, the myth, the legend. That's right.
That's right. He's a legend in his own mind.
He may be a legend in other people's minds.
I think he is.
That's the thing.
Yeah, it's an honor to know him.
It truly is. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So he said the crowd was about 60-40 in favor of Oklahoma yesterday.
That's what everybody's kind of saying. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. All right. We're going to get out, guys. Thanks everybody for joining us. Hopefully OU gets the job done tonight. And hopefully everybody has a good rest of your week. We'll be back. We'll have a full set of shows on Thursday. And should be a lot of fun. So, all right, guys, we will see you guys next week. Everybody have a good week.